Yo, what is up guys? Welcome back to another video. So this video is just gonna be about what indicators you can use in the beginning of your price action trading strategy or your price action journey in general in buying options. So if you go in here, and you can see that there are multiple indicators in here, so I would recommend using the zigzag indicator, and you can also use the RSI, or maybe you can even use the moving average, but I don't really see the point of moving average. But if you don't even understand what an uptrend or a downtrend is, so yeah, you can use moving average to know if the market is in the uptrend or the downtrend. The RSI and zigzag is like all you need. So in the RSI, we're just gonna use these settings because it works good on the 1 minute time frame. So that's it, all you need. And you can use some drawings, or you can use the Epic pen. It works in the Linux, Mac, Windows, and even in the Chrome OS. I don't think it works in the Chrome OS, but you can definitely try. I'm pretty sure that there might be an alternative for Chrome OS, but I highly doubt if you use Chrome OS. Who the fuck uses Chrome OS nowadays, bro? It's just simple. So what you can use this for is to just draw like quickly. So there are some like shortcuts that you can use for it. For example, if you want to draw a rectangle, and you can also change these shortcuts, by the way. Just go into the setting option from here, and you can just change it. So as you guys can see, there are some like shortcuts. So I need to press the Control Shift R. So if I just press Control Shift and R, and now I draw something in here. So as you guys can see, the market is still moving, and my rectangle is on the top of it. So I can use it, and I also can interact with the market with these staying on its place, and you can just like erase it with the keyboard shortcut, or you can use an eraser to erase it, which of course you can customize. So you can use that if you guys want to. So that's it for the basics. So now we will just move on to our price action strategy and see how does it go. So for the money management, I would recommend you using somewhere around like 1 to 3%, maximum 3% in one single trade, so that you don't lose a lot of capital in one day. And sometimes if you lose a lot of capital in one day, some people just blow their account. So I don't want you to blow your accounts because of that. Just set a stop loss for the day and just trade with small amount. So as you guys can see, we can go for a 3-minute up direction trade from here. I entered here just because as you guys can see in here, we have a kind of a zone in here. We have our demand zone in here, and we have our supply zone in here. So it's just a like basic common sense. If you just enter for an up direction trade from somewhere around here, that seems to be working a lot of the times. As you guys can see, 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, it actually works. And if you just enter a trade in here, there's a decent probability and that the market will go up. As I always say, that the trading is not about being lucky or something else. It is a game of probability and possibilities. So you will need to learn a good and high probability setups. So that is all price action about. You just need to differentiate the lower probability setups from the higher probabilities ones. So as you guys can see, we just entered in here, and there was more chances that the market can reverse from here, and less chances that the market will just keep breaking down from here. So that's why I just entered in here. So there's the analysis behind this trade. Just learn the basics of the probability and possibilities, that the how to differentiate higher probability trades from the lower ones, and you will be good, as you guys can see in here. And if you're wondering how would you know if that is a high probability setup or a lower probability setup, so there are several confirmations that makes a higher probability setup a higher probability setup. And don't worry if you don't understand, you will only understand with the experience. And if you want to gain experience, you can just trade in the live market. I won't recommend trading in the OTC market in the demo account, because let's be honest, most people just don't take it seriously. And as you guys can see, we have won our first trade in here. And as I was saying, that most people just don't take the demo account seriously. So if you want to gain real experience, you will need to trade in the live account. Even if you trade with like small capital, like $100 or something, okay, just trade on the real account to gain real experience. Or you can check out my other videos after watching this video, just to gain some little bit of price action tips, tricks from my videos and how I see the market. And if you start seeing the market like I do, you probably will be a profitable trader. It's all about just looking for higher probability setups. That's it. So as you guys can see in here, that we are in a range, but since we were in kind of an uptrend, I wouldn't recommend going for a down direction trade in here, but I would still go for a down direction trade for you guys with a lower risk for my account. And that is because it is not a high probability setup. So if you are not trading in a high probability setup, it is recommended to just lower your trading risk. So as you guys can see, I've entered for a 3-minute up direction, and it is quite simple to understand why I did that, because you guys can see we are in an uptrend and we are making consistently higher highs, as you guys can see. I'm just hoping for it to cover off this FVG, which it actually did in this candle, and I'm just hoping that it will make a new higher high. And why I think it should make a new higher high, because we are in a uptrend. And since we are in an uptrend, in a short-term uptrend, I mean, and we are also making consistently higher highs in here, so we might be able to pull that off again. And if we look at the chart, the next level is somewhere around here, so I think we might be able to make a new higher high. So we will just wait and see how does it go. So as you guys can see, we weren't able to make a new higher high, but we got a little bit unlucky and we lost our trade in here. So it happens all the time in trading. You don't have to panic. And I still believe that we can make a new higher high. It's just trying to grab some more liquidity. So now I've entered for a 3-minute up direction trade again with a better entry point. So we will see how does it go, and we might be able to see a new higher high. And I see how I didn't went MTG in here, because I'm already using a decent amount for my account balance. So we will see how does it go. And as I said, it was trying to grab some liquidity in here, and now there is a chance, and there are some decent chances that it can just go up and make a new higher high, or at least match the previous high, and we might be able to win this trade. And if we lose this trade as well, we would be in like a loss of like $10, maybe like $20 or something around that. And so I will just stop the session in here, and I will just continue tomorrow. So that's how easy it is to just trade. And if you lose, just stop, just trade on the next day and see if it works for you. And if you follow this high probability setups technique with your price action, I'm quite sure that you will be able to be profitable in long term. And if you have any doubts, of course, you can just DM me on the Telegram, or you can send me your screenshots or screen recording of your trade, so I can give you my opinion of what I think, what could have been better, or what can you actually improve in your trading strategy. So that's so that could be not nice for you, as I said. And by the way, I also share new strategies that I'm trying that other people can use and might be able to make some money from the strategy in the Telegram group. And I also share some of my trades for free with you guys, so that you can learn the analysis behind the trade and also make some money with the same trade as I take. And as you guys can see, as I said, we might be able to make if we didn't make a new higher high, we might be able to make a new we might be able to match the previous high. And as you guys can see, we have won this trade as well. So the trading stats is looking good. As you guys can see, we are in a decent chunk of profit, probably like $50-$60, and I think it's good money for like 10-20 minutes. I mean, who makes like $50 in 20 minutes, you know? It's better than doing any job. I would say just work for like half an hour, maybe 2 hours a day, make $100, $200, $500, and that's it for the day. And if you really want to be profitable, that the indicator trading strategy doesn't work in long term. The only thing that works in long term is price action. So you will need to learn about price action so that you can be a profitable trader in long term. So if you are really serious about learning about price action and finding a higher probability setups like I do, as you guys can see, that if going with a down direction trade in here would be a high probability setup. And why is that? Because we are making consistently lower lows. So, and there might be some more, and it could have been a more higher probability setup if we look for more confirmations. But as I said, it's just the basics. So if you want to know about it more seriously and in more depth, you can check out this video on your screen. In this video and in my other videos, I've given more examples about it so that you can gain experience without even trading and losing money. Learn from my mistakes. I'll see you in the next video.